Hi, I'm Mrs. Hall. I'm Head of Geography. I'd like to spend a few minutes telling you about A-level geography and why we think it is real, relevant and recommended. Let's start with why it's real. So geography is very much about the world around you. We spend time at A-level looking at a home place, looking at York, but from a rather different perspective from ways that you've looked at it before. We also spend time looking at the county of North Yorkshire, particularly looking at the East Yorkshire coastline. And then we look at far places as well. We look at Detroit, we look at the Sundarbans in Bangladesh, and we take a look at the rather beautiful island of Arran. We try to get out the classroom whenever we can. So here we are collecting some data in York, back out on the Yorkshire coastline here, looking at the sand dunes at Bridlington. And once again back in York, taking a cycle ride around the brownfield sites of the ex-railway teardrop site, looking at redevelopment. So in geography, we're getting out of the classroom, we're learning in the field. We spend 4 days in total collecting fieldwork in the lower 6th year, split between human and physical topics. And then we spend the very last week of the term on the island of Arran, and there you will collect data to address your own investigation on a topic of your choice, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Geography covers lots of relevant issues. All of these things that you can see here feature somewhere in the A-level course. They're all very real issues and challenges that we face in the 21st century, and very important things for us to understand a way forward with. So geography is also a recommended subject. It was hailed as a must-have by The Guardian, as it offers plenty of transferable skills. Things like identifying patterns, looking for connections across your learning, analysing data and understanding people and the choices that they make. It's a subject that's highly sought after by many of the top universities, and it offers a bridge between the arts and the science subjects. For artists in geography, you will learn skills like data analysis and scientific thinking. For the scientists, you in turn learn essay writing and arguments. These help you to develop lots of marketable skills that can provide a stepping stone to many different careers. This chart here represents the careers that the graduates from the University of Leeds School of Geography found themselves going into, and you'll see there's a very wide range of employment options available. I'm delighted that geography is also recommended by our own sixth form students. So we carried out a questionnaire with the lower sixth students, and 96 of our current lower sixth students said that they were very much enjoying their studies, and 94% would recommend the subject to you. I had a couple of our upper sixth students here agree to be very brave, come in front of the camera and tell us their favourite parts of the course.
Go. I really enjoyed studying geography at A-level. I particularly liked learning about the global comments on the effects of pollution.
My favourite topic is globalisation, learning how interconnected the world is.
So let's take a look at the structure of the A-level syllabus. You'll see here there are 3 parts to it. The physical geography section covers water and carbon cycles and how human activities have changed those, leading to implications for our climate and the change that we're seeing in the 21st century. We look at coastal systems and coastal landscapes, and again how those have changed recently, particularly focused on sea level change, and we look at hazards and how they impact the world. Human geography, we look at global systems and global governance. That's the module that the students in the previous video were talking about. This is looking at globalization and international trade and agencies like the UN. We look at changing places, how the reality and our perception of places has shifted, and we look at contemporary urban environments and how we can sustainably manage the places where the majority of us live. And finally, there's a piece of coursework worth 20% of the A-level, where students will choose a question and collect their own data in order to investigate that issue. This can be carried out with guidance from their teacher, but really helps them to develop individual study skills that they'll find enormously useful going forward to university. And then finally at the bottom, you will notice that you get 2 teachers in geography, one who's a human geography specialist, Mr. Bowden or Mr. Bates, and one who's a physical geography specialist, it's Miss Kilsby or myself. So there we have geography in 5 minutes. Down at the bottom you'll notice my email address. If I can help you with any other queries with A-level geography, please just drop me a line. Thanks very much for listening.